meeting, which was a follow-up meeting from Shillong, and we have arrived on certain decisions, basically to facilitate further discussion, further negotiation for resolving this vexed problem. So I'd like to request Honorable Chief Minister Meghalaya to address the press and basically convey the decision taken in today's meeting. After that, if something left, then definitely I'll also add. You come this side.
A very good afternoon to everyone. At the very outset, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and the entire government of Assam for having invited us for this discussion on this very, very important issue of areas of differences between the state of Assam and the state of Meghalaya. This is a follow-up, as you're aware, to the meeting that was held on the 23rd of July in Shillong. And we decided to meet after that meeting today on 6th of August in Guwahati. We're very happy that the meeting was a very constructive, a very positive meeting that we had. We have been very clear from both the governments that we want to resolve the areas of differences and the disputes that are there between the two states. It has been very long, and a lot of people have suffered in different areas because of these differences that have existed. Therefore, there is a very strong political will to find an amicable solution to these areas of differences. Number two, we have also agreed that whatever we do, it must be done in a respectful manner, and both the states need to respect each other. Today in the meeting, we had a detailed presentation given by the government of Assam on 6 of the areas of the differences that are there out of 12. The strategy which both the state governments have agreed to follow is to take up these matters in a phase-wise manner. So there are areas which are slightly lesser complicated, some slightly more, and some very complicated. So therefore, we would like to resolve these issues by taking the disputes or the areas of differences in a phase-wise manner. Therefore, we have decided that 6 areas out of the 12. 1. Tarabari. 2. Gizang. 3. Hahim. 4. Boklapara. 5. Khanapara Pilankata. And 6. Ratachera. Out of these 12 areas of differences, these 6 areas is what we have decided that we will move towards finding an amicable solution to these. In the interest of ensuring that it's done in a much faster manner, we have also decided that there will be regional committees that will be formed by both the states, which will be headed by a cabinet minister. So we have 3 regions where these 6 areas of differences fall in. So in these 3 regions, we have 3 committees from Meghalaya and 3 committees from Assam, and both will be headed, or I should say both sides will be headed, each committee will be headed by one cabinet minister. And we have decided also that we will focus on number 1, historical facts, number 2, ethnicity, number 3, administrative convenience, number 4, willingness and the overall sense of the people's sentiments, and number 5, contiguity. Based on these 5 areas or these 5 terms, we will try to find a way forward, and we have urged these committees to submit their reports and their findings after making joint visits to the different areas and locations within the next 30 days. Within these 30 days, the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and myself will also be making some visits to some of the areas of differences also, in order to give a positive message to the people and to show our keenness and willingness to move forward to finding a solution to this very, very important and long pending difference and dispute that the two states have. So once again, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and the Government of Assam for having invited us for this meeting, and I'm very, very positive that with the right political will and with respect for each other and ensuring that realities of today's world are also taken into consideration, that we will be able to find a solution to these difficult problems that we're facing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, Meghalaya. As has been indicated, we have 12 area of dispute. Of course, from Assam side, we don't have any dispute, but dispute has arisen because Government of Meghalaya has claimed certain territory in these 12 locations. When we met in Shillong, we decided that all these 12 disputes cannot be resolved at a time. So we have to take a step-by-step approach. In the last meeting held in Shillong, Government of Meghalaya had given a presentation flagging their perspective on the issues. Today, Government of Assam has given a presentation highlighting our point of view. Basically, after threadbare discussion, both in Shillong and Guwahati, we found that it will be good if we start with 6 locations. Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya has already indicated what are those 6 locations. From Assam side, these are in Kachar district, Kamrup Metro and Kamrup district. From Meghalaya side, it is in West Khasi Hills, Rivoi and East Jaintia Hills. So what we have done, for these 3 districts, we have taken the name of Meghalaya for the purpose of reference. So there will be a regional committee which will be headed by a cabinet minister from Meghalaya side, which will be headed by a cabinet minister from Assam side, and the 3 regional committees will be there to resolve dispute which are there for West Khasi Hills, Rivoi and East Jaintia Hills. Now, this committee will also include bureaucrats and maybe the local representative. We have decided that from both sides, committee will be constituted with 5 members. Now it is up to the Government of Meghalaya to notify that 5 names, and of course from Assam side we will also notify the 5 names. These 10 people who will be nominated by each of the government will in turn visit the sites, interact with the civil society, Gaon Bura, Panchayat members, teachers and other civil society members. They will complete their discussion within a period of 30 days, because as after the presentation from both sides, we realize that this may not be a very, very complex matter. So as such, there will be a presentation or there will be deliberation in the regional committees, and after 30 days when we will meet that what should be done, what not to be done. Of course, as the committees will be headed by cabinet minister from both the side, the differences will be narrowed down during the committee meeting itself, so that our meeting only become a kind of, our job will be only to authenticate it, what will be definitely arrive between the two sides in the regional committee setup itself. If the difference still exists between the regional committees, then of course the matter will be taken up at the level of the Chief Minister or in the level of a higher forum. Once that these 6 disputes are resolved, gradually we'll move to the other 6 places. But in the meantime, as a measure of goodwill, we have decided that Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and myself will go to Lampi also once, so that the people are actually can be feel assured that we are going to resolve the complicated issues also. It is not that we are not going to resolve the complicated issue, but we'll start from less complicated issues and we'll move towards more complicated issues. মই ভাবোঁ যে আজি আমি যিখিনি সিদ্ধান্ত ল'লোঁ সেই গোটেই সিদ্ধান্তখিনিয়ে আমাক সহায় কৰিব এই সীমান্ত সমস্যাৰ সমাধানৰ কাৰণে. Now if you have any question, basically 2 question from each side, you can ask, otherwise join us for lunch.
Mr. Chief Minister, are both of you in principle you are agreeing to redrawing of the borders as you take this process forward?
Actually, these will not redraw, because border can be redrawn only by the Parliament of India. Here is a problem of perception. So Meghalaya side, they feel that these villages are legitimately within the Meghalaya. Now we said no, these villages are in Assam. So there will be not exchange of territories. It will be only, basically you are going to resolve your perception. There are many villages, we call it is X, Meghalaya call it is Y. Meghalaya said that it is by the map and historical perspective, these villages are already in Meghalaya. We said no, these villages are only in Assam. So through this method, we are not going to redraw the boundary, but basically we are going to remove you can say, or you can align your perception. You are going to align your perception on those villages, on those land. But if in the process any redrawing is necessary, then of course you have to send it to the Government of India, because under the Constitution, if at all after the deliberation any redrawn will be necessary, then it will be done only by the Parliament of India. But here, more or less in these 6 places, it is only about perception, not about redrawal of boundary, as we understand from our presentation. But yes, if redrawal is necessary, it will be done. We will recommend, both the state will jointly recommend it.
Any scientific approach that both the states have agreed to go forward with to solve this issue once and for all?
Yeah, as mentioned earlier in my the briefing that I gave, that we are going to look at 5 aspects of how to find a solution. It's never going to be easy. I've repeated it again and again. But we need to see historical facts, number 1. Number 2, the ethnicity of the people that are there. Number 3, the administrative convenience for the people. Number 4, the mood and the sentiments of the people who are in that area. And number 5, the contiguity of the land that is there, which is under differences. So these 5 factors will be looked at, and we will see on how we can do it. There is no question of one factor having more weightage than the other one, but in general, in principle, we will try to use these 5 areas or 5 factors to try and find, as I said, an amicable solution to the existing problem.
So let us not deliberate in this today's press conference, but both of us has tremendous faith on Prime Minister Modi. So whatever he takes decision on national interest, we always align with that. But today this is not the platform. You can ask us individually our opinion after this press conference.
The process you have started with Meghalaya, is it going to be replicated with Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh?
So the issues are different in nature. The matter of Arunachal and Nagaland is with the Honorable Supreme Court of India. With Mizoram and Meghalaya, we do not have any litigation in Supreme Court of India. So it is always easy for us to resolve discussion through mutual negotiation when there is no legal complications are there. But nevertheless, Assam is also in touch with the Chief Minister of Arunachal to see whether any out-of-court settlement is possible. Ultimately, last time also when we were in Shillong, particularly Assam, Arunachal, Meghalaya, we have so many common issues, right from taxation to many other things. So these border disputes always affect our relationship. So we always feel handicapped that yes, because we have a border dispute, we are not able to do something more which could have helped all the three states. So Assam, Meghalaya, we have come into this stage. Hopefully with Arunachal also we will be able to achieve certain level of mutual trust and confidence. Nagaland issue, we have recently signed an agreement to maintain the status quo in strict terms, and both of the government we feel that it is always better if it is resolved at the platform of Honorable Supreme Court. So you have to have different kind of relation, different kind of negotiation with every state. It cannot be a general formula.
My question is for the Meghalaya CM. Congress in Meghalaya said that the give and take policy cannot be followed. They don't back the give and take policy because they said that Assam has been encroaching upon Meghalaya's territories, and if the give and take policy is followed, then Meghalaya stands to lose. What do you have to say on this?
See, we have always maintained that this problem that we are facing requires a new approach, and we cannot simply base our process to move forward on just simply the documents that we give. Now, if we give a document, Assam will also give a document. So therefore, the meeting will be concluded by both of us saying that, well, we'll look into this, and in the meantime, we'll maintain status quo. So what both the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and I feel, that we need to look at things maybe from a different perspective. And that's really what we're trying to do. Now, we have maintained from day one that are we going to be able to resolve everything? We can't say. But it is the duty of the leadership to try, to at least give it a shot. And after really going into the details of the fact, we have realized that there are some areas where there actually is not much of complication. And we realized that maybe we could find a way forward. So all we are saying is that we need to look at a different approach. That's all. And in that approach, give and take is one process. We will examine that. We will see how it goes forward and try to find a solution, as I said, because it's been something that has been pending for too long. And really what our message to both the states and the people of the citizens of both the states is that we need to find a way forward. And for that, we will explore different ways and means. And the give and take is one of the processes that is possible. So we will see how things go, but we cannot stick to the old approach of simply submitting our documents and expecting that we'll find a way forward in it.
Is your government looking forward to solve this interstate boundary dispute by next year, before Meghalaya celebrates its 50th statehood?
You see, it would be ideal. Let us put it that way, that when we celebrate this 50 years of statehood and we are not able to clearly define what the state boundary is, it really kind of takes away the satisfaction and the joy of having your own state. So yes, it would be our endeavor to try to resolve it. But I have I've always repeated it, it's not as simple. So let us hope, let us work hard, let us try. It should have been done a long time back. If this process maybe had started 15, 20 years back and discussions had happened, maybe we would have seen a different kind of situation today. But nonetheless, it's never too late. So we are hopeful and we will try our best to resolve it at the earliest. But really, it's difficult to say. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and work in a positive mindset.
Sir, I have just one last question for you, CM sir, Congress sir. Most recently, one of your ministers made a very controversial comment regarding the Assam-Meghalaya border issue. Mr. Shambhav Shulai had said that even Meghalaya can get aggressive just like Mizoram. His situation depends, since he is from your cabinet and he's also a member of the BJP. Ironically, sir, what do you have to say on this? Given that recently they
I don't want to comment on what others have commented, but I think the messaging is very clear when you see the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam coming to Meghalaya and we sitting together and giving a positive messaging about that. The fact that I'm here today within 2 weeks to 3 weeks time having the second meeting out here. So I would appeal to the media also that you play a very important role and responsible role in trying to ensure that the right messaging goes to the public in general also. So let us all be responsible. Let us look at this as a great opportunity to be able to find a positive solution. And maybe some people may make comments, and I have no comments about that, but of course it's something that shouldn't be said. These are, as I said, very complex situations, and it is only through proper dialogue and respect for each other will we be able to resolve this. So we maintain that, and as I said, once again, Assam Chief Minister and the entire government of Assam has been very courteous, and today the meeting has been very positive. I hope that we'll be able to find a way forward.
Thank you.